Had a good week of practice. Thought the kids really practiced very hard on Monday and Tuesday. I thought it was a sharp Thursday practice today on Wednesday afternoon. So felt like, the guys have responded very well this week. Obviously, we have a tremendous challenge Friday night facing a very good football team, one of the top teams in the country. But I'm excited. I'm excited for our group to get on the plane and go up there and look forward to kickoff at 7:30 Friday night.
Okay, we'll open up the questions for Coach Houston.
Coach, I know you've talked a lot about in the past just kind of the practice preparation, and you referenced after the Tulane game. Do you feel like that's been better this week?
Oh, absolutely. It's been much better. I was very honest with the players even after the game, Saturday. And, try to stay upbeat and positive with them all week, but I also try to be very honest with them. And I thought that there was a concerted effort to really practice hard, particularly Monday, Tuesday, our pad days. Really liked the way, our travel team practiced. I thought the scouts were better this week. I thought today was a sharp practice. I was glad we got it in. I was worried about lightning, but stayed out of the area.
Coach, how much convincing do you have to do with a ball club like you've got right now? You've got some guys out and got some good guys on the field, but they haven't won a whole lot. What's the motive apparatus here to try to get your team going, and what do you have to kind of tell them to kind of convince them to win a little bit?
They all came to college to play football, and that's why they're here. And, you play the game to win. You compete. Everything around our program is built on competing. And certainly, we're building a culture. We're less than 2 years into, but we're building a culture where you compete daily and you compete weekly on the gridiron. Saturday, Friday night, right here. So it doesn't matter who you're playing. I don't care if it's Cincinnati. I don't care if it's Alabama. I don't care if it's Gardner-Webb. Whoever it is, when we take the field, we're going to compete. And certainly, you have to go through some growing pains and some things through this, but. The biggest thing I was disappointed in last week was I did not think we played our best. Part of that I think comes from our preparation. I think part of that comes from, guys understanding this conference, particularly the new guys we have, that every single team in this conference is a solid football team. So, there's not a whole lot of convincing. I mean, I told them what style of play I think we got to play to win the game Friday night. We've laid out a game plan for them. They've put in the work this week, and now for the next 48, 50 some hours, however long it is, to 7:30 Friday night, we got to, get our legs under us, get some rest, take care of our bodies, make sure we're fueled up, hydrated up, because it is going to be a dang backyard brawl Friday night. I mean, it's going to be one of those where it's going to be a fight now. We're preparing for that kind of game.
Coach, I know Donnie told us last night Rajee Harris was maybe a little banged up or beat up a little bit last week, and obviously Keaton Mitchell, you've references maybe the same. How are they holding up this week? Getting extra rest at all, or how are the running backs kind of heading into it this Friday?
They both look sharp today, but it's something I think that just. The common person that never played college football cannot grasp. And for the guys that are first-year players, I mean, they are playing a college football season for the first time in their life. There is no comparison to high school football as far as, just everything that goes along with it. I mean, and, it's different, when you're a fourth or fifth-year player and you've had – 4 solid years in the weight room, and you have a developed body, and you're built, for that long season. Now, both those guys are, I think, pretty exceptional for freshmen. So I'm not, they've rebounded very good this week, but you're going to have bumps and bruises along the way, and it's something that young players have to learn to fight through and play with. You got to learn to be able to push through. You got to be, some weeks you may not practice as much, and you got to still play at a high level on Saturday. But the season is going to take a toll on everybody.
Coach, as a competitor, obviously this is a big marquee matchup. Your players get a chance to go to Cincinnati, and they could actually upset a top 10 program. I know they have to be really excited.
Yeah, I mean, we're excited. We're excited because it's the next game. I don't care what they're ranked. It's the next game on our schedule, and it's a conference game, and it's a program that I respect. Luke and I, we met before last year at the conference meetings, and I've watched what he's done up there and how he's done it, and he has done it much the way that I'm trying to do it here, and he has built that program the way we want to build this program. So I respect very much, what they are, but for our team, they're the next game on the schedule.
You look at that Tulsa matchup a few weeks ago. I mean, Friday night, maybe a similar situation. Y'all really kind of stepped up in that side, in that kind of spotlight. Do you draw anything from that? I mean, I know it's a short week, but just the way y'all played in that outing, comparable at all to this one?
Well, I think there are some comparisons. We were coming off a bye. It was not as cram-packed of a week, so this is a short turnaround week. But, playing on Friday night, it's a night game. You'll fly up tomorrow. You will have a little bit of time to rest tomorrow night, get a little bit more sleep, get a little bit more time to prepare on game day. And I do think, playing under the lights, playing on national TV, playing against a conference opponent, in their stadium, there's lots of similarities to the Tulsa game.
Coach, it's been so long since we've seen Deontay or Noah. Is it safe to assume they might miss the rest of the season? Do you see them getting back at any point?
No, I do not see either one of them returning this year. I'd hoped, but it's just not going to work out medically. So it's something that both of them have, they've been through what they need to do to take care of, the issues they have going on, and they're both in the rehab process right now.
And with Deontay being a senior, has he indicated if he'll be back next year, or have y'all talked about that at all?
We have. I think Deontay, his plans right now are he's going to declare for the draft. We support him fully in that. And he and I have had, a lot of very long talks about just, getting himself healthy and then what he's got to do from a training perspective once he is healthy in order to give himself an opportunity to play, in some postseason games and hopefully give himself a great shot when the draft rolls around.
What do you feel like are the biggest things you're going to have to kind of do offensively to be successful, have a chance to win this ball game on Friday night against Cincinnati?
Well, I think it's a lot of the things I talked about earlier in the week. I think we've got to execute at a very high level, and that was one of the things we struggled with last week. We made some mistakes there, and some of that stuff we've done some things different schematically this week that should help some of that. And some of us just flat out execution and being on the same page. I think that we're going to have to play at a very high level when it comes to physicality and when it comes to just playing our freaking tails off, because that's the style of game this is going to be. I preach it every week. I think that is critical this week. And then I think we just got to go up there and we got to go play. Just go at them, go play, let it all hang out, and just go at them.
Coach, Cincinnati have probably got one of the best secondaries in the group of five, if not the whole of college football. What have you seen so far this season from your guys and through practice this week as well that gives you confidence that you can challenge that Cincinnati secondary through the air this week?
Well, I agree with you. I think they're extremely talented in the secondary. I think they're extremely talented up front. Certainly, I remember 12 from a year ago. He made the play that won the ball game last year. And I thought it was just an incredible play for a true freshman, and he's improved drastically since then. It's going to be a challenge, but I do have experienced guys in the wide receiver room, tight end room, slot receiver room. I've got an experienced quarterback. We've got to do a great job in protection, but as long as we can give Holton some time, I think we've got pretty good players too.